as we found out, it was taken without consent. So it's possible that the chap could just swung the door open on her, injured her, and run off. She could have lost someone there.
Right, thank you. PC Burgess has there mentioned the position of Miss Lee in relation to the car. So where would you, PC Burgess, put yourself there when speaking to that driver?
Either just towards the rear of the car,
yeah,
or probably towards the front of the car more, because you could still keep your eye contact with him then.
Okay.
At the end of 14 weeks, they return to their own forces, and they undergo further training, such as streetcraft training, and further training in the various police schools.
One of the other things you have to do when you're walking around is to keep an eye on the telephone boxes. Although they've changed the technology, you still got to make sure that they're working, because there will be times when other people are going to need them, not necessarily you, because you'll have your personal radios.
Streetcraft training is an experienced police officer teaching a recruit the art of working the beat. It's a 10-week period in most forces, and basically what's happening is that the experienced officer is passing on the benefit of his knowledge to the recruit in the real world, bearing in mind that it's rather unreal in the police training centre, regardless of the fact that we do try to simulate real life.
Selling his stuff.
Yeah. So.
All right, there you got a good turnover today. That's how to get rich. Look at all that lot he's taken today. Look at that. We're now at the mosque. Here is one of the areas where you'll get all the Muslims coming at various times of the day and night for their prayer meetings and for other functions. This is Yvonne, John and Clive.
Hello.
They're new recruits. They've just come onto the division.
How do you do?
And I've just been explaining to them the fact that there'll be people coming into your building at certain times. Perhaps you can explain why, please.
We have got a different timing of our prayer. The morning time, and the midday prayer, middle prayer, evening prayer, and night prayer.
Put them to one side and people can get in there. That's great.
Liverpool. Better than all the other teams.
Who's your team? Who do you support then? Who's your football team?
Liverpool's top division.
Liverpool.
I know they are. They're good, aren't they?
The Reds.
Rubbish. Liverpool's best.
You can usually put kids at their ease talking about football. That's why I play with the local youth team 2 nights a week. This kind of community activity is really useful in helping to build a bridge between the police and the public. Being a policeman, though, isn't all fun and games, especially on cold winter nights. It can also be boring and seemingly monotonous. The challenge, I suppose, lies in being able to recognise the little things that aren't quite right, like the market trader who isn't at his usual stall, or yesterday's milk still on an old lady's doorstep. People seem to find my presence reassuring. When they see me every day, they get to know and trust me. It allows them to chat to me freely and relate anything they think I ought to know. And all these little pieces of information you acquire on beat patrol can sometimes add up to something quite significant.
All right, you two. All right, you two. Who started all this then?
He did.
Can you explain what's going on here, please?
All I know is this bloke here has accused him of robbing him over a video.
Is that right? It's my video, I paid for it.
We agreed to share, it was an agreement.
Here's my 100 quid.
100 quid for a video?
All right, say £100, but we agreed to share.
Did you get a new video from for 100 quid?
Look, you weren't new, it was second hand. A chap came in a couple of weeks ago, said he could get me a real good video if I give him £100 cash.
Really? Can you describe this man?
Well, he's the same as me. He's about my height, dark hair, beard, about 30.
How was he dressed?
Quite trendy, really.
Trendy, you call that thing round his neck trendy?
You wouldn't know trendy if you got up and spit in your eye.
I'm checking that from you, mate.
All right, you can stop that right now.
That little incident was the highlight of the night, along with the cat that got stuck up a tree. Anyway, it all went into the report I handed into the duty sergeant the next day. But I continued to think about what those 2 men had told me in the pub. About a week later, I was walking down the high street.
Sorry, mate, I've been to the bank.
Is your vehicle parked on the yellow line, sir?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't find a meter anywhere.
Do you realise that this is an offence, sir?
Yeah, I was only gone for a couple of minutes.
Can I see your driving licence and insurance, sir?
I'll never carry them with me, mate. You can never tell when they're going to get nicked. There's some right villains about here.
Do you have any other identification?
No, I don't, no.
I'd like your name, address and date of birth, please, sir.
Yeah, sure. Brian Chambers, 42 Marston Road, Wolverhampton. I was born on the 30th of June, 1956.
Please help me. Please help me. A shop over the road has shortchanged me. I'm desperate for the money.
I'll be with you in a moment. I'm just dealing with this, please. 9918.
Yes, 9918, go ahead.
PNC check, please, on vehicle registration number Juliet Golf Kilo 924 Tango.
Yes, received. That's Juliet Golf Kilo 924 T Tango. Stand by. Yes, that does come back. It's a red Cortina. It is stolen. The IP is Mr. Reed, 15 Vowel Road City. Have you still got it?
The vehicle has just driven away from me, heading south on the A34 towards the motorway.
November 1 to November Zulu 1. November Zulu 1. Make the A34 southbound. It's a stolen red Cortina, Juliet Golf Kilo 924 T Tango. Been sighted, now southbound.
Please inform motorway control we will stay with him until motorway backup arrives, over.
Motorway control calling November Tango 1, November Tango 2, please. From November Zulu 1, in pursuit of Ford Cortina Saloon, red in colour, registration number J Juliet, G Golf K Kilo, 924 T Tango. This is a stolen vehicle, making for M42 southbound, possible pursuit.
My word, that's quite a haul. Where did you get them all?
Turned out this chap had a warehouse full of this stuff down All Saints Road. Have you got your guarantee card with the serial number on it, sir?
Yes, here it is. That's the one. What about the television and the rest of the stuff?
It's safely stored under lock and key, sir.
Well, the insurance company's going to be pleased. I can't wait to tell my wife. And I can't thank you enough, officer.
The PC will show you how, sir. Fine piece of work there, young Philip. I'm proud of you, son.
Thanks, Sarge. All in a day's work.
Fancy a hot piece of action now, do you?
Oh, yes, Sarge. It was a hot piece of action, all right. A fire in a local restaurant, followed by 3 hours under a hot sun with a party of lost tourists. All in a day's work for a police officer.